This is part 2 of this installment of Bromance, featuring Jim and Melissa Johnson-Hills and Domenico Presti. For part 1, please visit the Aim Low Productions website. It really is that simple.
Quiet, please.
Sorry.
So, okay, elephant in the room. The three of us met when you two weren't even a couple. Are we going to go there?
Sure.
Or do we not go there?
Well, where's there to go?
Okay, so Jim moved in and was Manly Man Jim, and then you moved in and you were still Manly Man Jim, but you were woman complicated aggressive kind. And who would have thought woman complicated aggressive kind would suit strong butch thoughtful silly sexy? Making a cocktail of strong woman complicated butch thoughtful aggressive silly kind thankful thinker sexy.
Isn't that just like the ultimate person?
Yes. This is so yeah. So how long were you two living together before you started going out?
Literally like a few days. So Melissa came round just to check out the house, and just immediately just like, hello, you know, kind of like bottom falling into your chest kind of thing, just like whoa.
Bottom falling
The
into
bottom
your
of
chest?
your lip, he means.
Oh, okay.
No, you know, just like bottom falls out,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
not in that kind of way.
What, after a really bad curry? Okay, carry
I had
on.
a rectal
Yeah.
prolapse.
And I just knew I was in there.
when
No,
I
no, stay away from the toilet. He went,
Okay.
Carry on.
Sorry.
Doing me, I could explain it so much better. So yeah, and then moved in, and I don't know.
Just happened really quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I got told. Well, I mean, it was fairly obvious that you two were. There was lots of giggling,
Yeah.
a lot of giggles.
Funny, everyone else in the house was like, don't do it! And my best friend was like, don't do it!
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't say don't do it.
Oh no, but it was more just like, you know, just moved in, you guys need to get to know each other
I
first.
thought it was cool. Like,
Oh, right, nice.
well, because we got
Well, you
on
did beat
quite
us
well.
at poker.
Yeah,
But
but
you
that-
know the poker game, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
I haven't played poker in ages, I don't even know where my set is anymore. Is that 111? No, Zana would have got rid of it.
it might still be there. If it's in that
Oh.
cupboard, she doesn't go in that cupboard.
Nice. There's secret cupboard. Yay.
Sorry.
Okay, but yeah, but I got told you dug each other.
Doug.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Well, if you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yes,
like a
it's
phrase
It's a
that is,
gardening illusion, it's probably
I think her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told me and Jim kind of dig each other.
We still do. We just don't notice it because we've been together a while.
Yeah.
But we totally dig each other. Don't want to make it a bit awkward though. Let's be a bit more mean about each other.
Mean.
Maybe not. But I don't want to make him feel like, cheese factor, stop it guys, this is a cool radio show.
Yeah, you've clearly not listened to it before.
Is it cheesy?
Well, it's
It's nice sentiment, is it?
the Bromance is supposed to have a nice sentiment.
Oh, that's good.
A question that came up on the fourth wall was: would you rather have to poo 10,000 gallons of mayonnaise or one Ninja Star?
Wow, mayonnaise. All the way.
But once the Ninja Star's done, it's done.
Yeah, but flipping heck, man. Stitches.
Anyway, so this one is normally more sweet and just like, oh, aren't we friends? More for me. So you can be like, you know, how long had we been living together before Melissa moved in?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Isn't it good that he knows that?
Mm.
Just like that. And then how long has it been since the 2 days where you got together?
Before we got married?
Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Were you just like, this will be easier to remember?
So I work, man, on like
So hang on.
18 month cycles.
So then, no, Maddie was 2.5 years. 2 years later was Maddie.
She was
Yeah.
one last week, so...
Do you want to know something really... it's really disappointing. In my other suit jacket, I still have the programme to your wedding.
Aw.
That's nice, man.
And I know your anniversary. The 5th of April? No. The 7th.
Yes.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good, man.
Very good.
For somebody else's wedding anniversary.
Yeah, absolutely. Who knows?
You can give me 2 days.
Yeah.
Happy
Congrats,
anniversary.
man.
Oh, of course.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
The lady down the road has been married 31 years and her husband died 10 days ago.
Oh,
Ah.
that's sad.
It's in life.
But so this is the thing. You didn't live together. So yeah. So Jim stayed for a little bit while you were going out, and then Jim moved into a house up the road.
Yeah. 2 minutes up the road.
Yeah. Not even 2 minutes. It was
I
like
know.
so close.
It was
I know.
40%.
We could have had
seconds.
walkie-talkies. Why didn't we do that?
Why
true.
didn't you do that,
Yeah.
guys?
I don't know. I think signal might have been bad. I was down in the basement.
So was I.
Oh, that's true.
We could have just had cups.
Yeah. Cups and string.
Tunneled through like a long.
Yeah.
I was thinking like about that, just if that still was technology, like overseas calls would just be absolutely mental. But yeah. So yeah, moved out. It's kind of like dating in reverse. So you're living together,
Oh yeah.
and
didn't
then
think about that. And
then
then-
you move out and start courting, and then you get married. So it was, yeah, interesting way of doing things. It was nice, the dating thing.
Ooh. Can we talk about marriage?
Yeah.
You
Sure.
want to talk about marriage?
Yeah.
I am not married. Preface this conversation with that. So I'm going to come in with a lot of ignorance. So you really know what wind each other's up, I assume.
Definitely.
Yes, that's a yes from Melissa.
I wouldn't intentionally wind Melissa up, but I know what gets her angry.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Is there... Okay, I am sat between you. I feel like I
Don't
should have a
worry.
bell.
You'll be the buffer.
Is there a dominant one?
Why'd you ask?
I'm just interested.
What kind of dominance?
So, your line of questioning makes me feel...
Exactly, that's what I'm just saying. Isn't this an indicator?
Go on.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Is there a dominant...
As in makes the big decisions? Or as in makes the daily decisions?
How would you define dominant in your relationship? And then is there somebody who is that dominant figure over the other one?
So what are the options of dominance?
I see the way you're throwing this back on the
No, I am
unread person.
interested.
I don't know. It's very, probably, yeah, making the decisions, making the calls.
Purse strings, is that part of
Possibly,
dominance?
yeah. I suppose, yeah, purse strings isn't...
So I think Melissa is more financially savvy, and yeah,
It's only because I've got a mobile app.
Okay. Nice.
and it's just kind of better with that sort of stuff. Practically, I think, when it's come to moving house and all sorts of other things, I've taken the lead. Yeah, when it comes to, like, stuff just kind of like, I don't know, man, like furnishing and just like making a nice
Interior decorating.
nest. Like Melissa's just on it.
Yeah, but that's universally female.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'd just be happy kind of in a van. Yeah, that's what you're going to say.
I can't stand coasters though. Coasters.
Like, coasters for mugs.
Yeah.
Well, you just have, haven't you?
It's just where we guys
I have to put a
don't
warning
care.
at the front of this.
Do you? Sorry.
Melissa Johnson may appear.
So I wouldn't say there's a
Viewer discretion is
particular
advised.
dominance, really. Like, you may be like more kind of
So
vocal.
within your own field of knowledge,
Yeah, is it who's more vocal? Who's the external processor?
is there somebody that's more of an external processor?
Because does
Yeah,
the
Melissa,
world belong to
without
those
doubt.
that yell loudest?
I don't think so, personally. I
No.
feel that yeah.
And it certainly shouldn't be that way if it ever does end up that way.
You're right. I'm really sorry I keep clicking the pen.
I know, and I know them.
The Mexicans. I used to like this, and then he kept clicking his pen. And if the pen didn't annoy them, I lost them with that. Anyway, so Jim, mildly leading question: do you feel sometimes with a dominant personality, it's best to sort of let them think they're being dominant in something?
It's no kind of like,
Is there sometimes an illusion of dominance just because one person is an external processor?
there's no kind of like backing down. Like, if Melissa's like really passionate about something, I'll try and tap into that. But sometimes it's kind of a bit of a stretch because I won't feel that that's, that I'm really passionate about that cause or whatever. So I'll just let her talk totally and see like what I can get from it. Melissa is bothered by my silence quite a lot of the times, because sometimes I just like, I really can't get a hook on this at all. You know, what was the second thing you were saying?
I don't remember.
So yeah, there's no play in it at all. There's no kind of games or you know, just kind of, I think just letting each other be ourselves, and just, you got to call out the bull if there is any, and just know each other's passions.
He does.
So
Definitely.
yeah, no, totally. You know, we can both get mad. We can both be quiet and just listen. So yeah, it's good, man.
Is it true that opposites attract?
Yes. I think so.
See, I've got all these like sort of social theories,
Okay.
but they don't really seem to have materialised in the like not even an eloquent, even like a I can't.
But also, what might be socially normal and
Mm.
happen with YouTube might not be the same.
Oh yeah,
Which is
definitely.
good. Which is good. Did you
So-
know?
An example is like in church, a lot of churches around the world have hardly any men at the moment, whereas in our church we have tons of men. So when women come or men come to our groups and they're like, "Oh, you've got tons of guys here," we forget that that's our norm.
Right.
Then I've forgotten where I was going with this.
Social norms and whether that's
Oh,
true
yeah.
with you.
Because then my perspective right now is that I am very emotionally mature, so that I have to be careful about using that as a manipulative tool in marriage, because you work in different ways, and it's like, am I getting him to see my point of view, or am I making him do what I want him to do?
Right.
And
Interesting question.
Because if you manipulate someone, you stop them being themselves, and then one day they'll realise, I'm not myself with this person, and they'll leave. They have to be free. I don't want to ever do that.
Ending any statement with "they have to be free" is a real mic drop of like a deep thing. I completely agree with you, but the icing on the cake was "they have to be free."
Something I'm aware of all the time.
I prefer to be free.
But it's hard to get perspective when you're the only two people in your marriage. If you had loads of other like sort of windows into other people's marriage, which is hard to get in our society.
Yeah.
There are tons of freedoms. We know like what each other like, and just want the best for each other. So you know, got good thing going on. There's no kind of thumbs going on. You know what I mean? It's
It's nice living in community. People give you that perspective. Carly's always saying to us, our housemate Carly, hi Carly if you're listening, she always comments on how we are just honest and upfront with each other. There's no manipulating going on.
That's cool. So what was the biggest change from as a couple, from being a couple that was very much committed and in love and together, but being a married couple? What was the biggest change? Or what surprised you? What change surprised you? Because I know that obviously that you were living together, so that would be a big change. But like, what surprised you?
Well, I don't know. I've always very much been like my own man, so it was the biggest. I wouldn't say shock in a way. Like I love just everything being together. All
Really?
the,
That's nice to hear. You never tell me that.
really?
No, you never tell me that.
Oh, what? Well, you
Do
know.
you actually like being with me?
Yes.
Okay. Carry on. He doesn't tell me this thing. I pick up good
Well,
vibes,
here we go.
but I'm never
Here's
sure.
like, you know, Dr. Dom doing the biz.
And how do you feel about that?
Carry on, I'm sorry.
I don't know. There weren't really any massive changes. We did fight quite a bit, I guess, in the first few months.
Really?
And
First
it was,
year, in the first
in the
year.
first year, because it was just complete change from being our own people to then just cohabiting. But I can't even remember what it was about. You probably can.
Pretty much by word by word.
Blow by blow, as some would say.
By word? How do you
Word by word.
mean? Yeah.
But I also remember all the positive times where we...
I mean, they're so tiny, the things, I think. They must have been.
No, they're big.
They were big?
You're taking two imperfect people and saying, love each other. By the way, you have to choose to love each other. It's not a feeling. Bye.
Yeah.
Do you think that's you choose to love?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I made a choice in the first year of our marriage. This is a bit deep, actually.
No. We can go deep.
The first year of our marriage to...
Bromance. Go deep.
No.
Sorry, I don't know why.
Slogan.
Yeah, t-shirts. Anyway.
First year of our marriage, I made an effort to always think positively about Jim and look back on a list I'd made of positive things that I was spoken over him. And so every time we had a fight, I'd think these horrible things and I hate him, da da da. And actually then I'd always look at the list and be like, no, he is all these things. And it really, like, you don't feel like it's ever doing anything. And then years later, you're like, oh, I really like this guy still. And that's because you actually thought about all those. You trained yourself, you chose to think positive things even when your mind was saying, no, he's this, he's that. And it's really good.
Do you still get
It's a choice, though.
jealous?
Of each other?
No, each other with other people. Do you find you still get jealous? Were you ever jealous?
I don't think we were ever seriously jealous. There's maybe a couple of sort of... But jealousy is like a symptom of something else going on, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and most of the time it's nothing.
See, I'd agree with
It's
I'd
something,
agree with
yeah,
that.
something like really minuscule though.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's like this.
Possessiveness. And just, maybe just kind of a couple of times because, Melissa's attractive and
Have that on the record, please.
sexy and all the rest of it. So
I was gonna write
there's been a
down.
couple of times where but you kind of have the upper hand, this kind of security where you just like, no, it's just like, it's fine, man.
I can't write it in my book. I can't have the note. Melissa is sexy. Anyway, sorry.
But like going back to the previous point as well, just kind of like transitions and stuff. I don't know. What I was going to go with this? First year of marriage. I think in the kind of initial stages of just like being ridiculously, when you got all those kind of fireworks going off, especially just being in like the same house where you've seen each other every single day, and I don't think you're kind of in your right mind. Like it is just a huge sugar rush. And then there's kind of a few months into marriage where it's just kind of like things settled a bit and you're kind of like, this is pretty serious. So yeah, talking about the whole kind of choice, like love is a choice. Like, yeah, okay. And I've really got to choose because you suddenly just kind of like wake up and like, oh yeah, sugar crash. Alright, let's get serious. And that's kind of like when fights might have started happening. Jealousy's not so much, I think, in the first year. Maybe that was kind of a bit later. Strangely, but yeah, quite primal, reptilian.
Forager, or what if I can refer to the record, scavenger.
So we went from consumer to scavenger.
The primal scavenger.
Yes. What was the scavenger about?
How you get your stuff from charity shops.
Yeah. Well, okay, fair enough. I think like hunter-gatherer has been reduced in our modern days, whatever, to finding...
Taking the kitty litter out.
Not just that, I mean like, yeah, maybe, just kind of domesticated life where you get guys, and it is largely guys in record shops and comic book stores and wherever else, finding for that thing. eBay, perfect example. You just get a guy who's just flicking through stuff all day trying to find the perfect thing, which is not going to make them happy, but it's feeding into the hunter-gatherer thing. This is what we do now, and you can spend just such a long time doing all this kind of stuff, and you get it, and it's yours, and it's great for a couple of minutes, and then
You're googling something else.
next thing.
Funny I had this jacket.
Yeah.
I'd look-
You sort of, yeah.
I'd look so cool with this jacket.
But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go
This could be
between
me.
you go between very sort of like charity shop records and then really expensive gadgets. There's rarely an in between with you.
Not really expensive gadgets, I think, because I haven't got the money.
But you're always looking up really expensive gadgets.
Do you check the internet history?
No, I'm sat next to him being like,
I don't have to.
I think the gadgets of my flipping truck, which keeps on breaking down, which I still love, but still need to like find.
It's a pickup truck almost, isn't it?
It is a pickup truck, yes, and it's awesome, but it's a piece of shit at the same time.
It's your piece of shit.
It's my piece of beautiful shit.
see, if we had a driveway in suburbia, it'd be perfect. He could tinker with it for the rest of his life.
But yeah.
But $4,000 later, and I could have had 2 luxury holidays with that.
Yeah, that's true. Sore point, man, sore point.
So, Dom.
So jealousy. Here we go, jealousy. So you jealous of the truck?
I'm
jealous.
definitely jealous of the amount of money that truck absorbs.
Yeah, I spent like $2,000 on it. I spent the same trying to fix it up because of the whole owner who owned it before.
Anyway. So,
Anyway.
are they your listeners? Are they aware of the Dom life story? Are they, as in, I'm not going to tell them it, but
You can piece it together. They have to work
have they
for
been
it.
updated of recent events in your life?
What are you talking about?
Well, like, are they updated by recent, like, or are they updated in life events, or do you not really allude to it?
Yeah, kind of. It's but if they come up naturally.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, it's interesting.
No. What did you?
No, I just think it's interesting.
Help me,
how
Jim.
they might know more about your life than we do.
No, it's kind of. I suppose it's a lot of sharing, but it's not that kind of like in terms of like what you would actually know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, more commentary.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this has got to be cut out, man.
Why? Are you gonna edit it?
I don't know. It's just kind of like I feel myself kind of like trading off into like reptilian.
What I'm gonna do is just truncate all the silences, and it's just gonna be a random stream of consciousness. I'm so gonna do that. I'm gonna cut out you and me. I'll do a normal version, but there'll be a version without you and me.
Just a Jim stream of consciousness.
Just Jim stream of consciousness with no silence.
That's amazing. Can you send it to me and I'll have it
I might
as
do
a
that
romantic
tonight.
mixtape?
I wanted to do that before like YouTube got big. I just thought it'd be great to like take out all the bits of Eddie Izzard's stand up that I had on DVD, and he just had all those bits just like we didn't know where he was going to go with it, and just mash them all together, and it would have been about 20 minutes. It'd be amazing. Someone's probably done it.
All the stammers.
Eddie Izzard just kind of like just thinking about his next lines.
Yeah.
Where he's working on stage to like thousands of people being recorded for his 1 hour specials. Anyway.
I like it, he's funny. He hasn't done anything wrong recently, has he?
I don't think so. No.
Wrong?
Well, you know,
No.
loads of people doing wrong stuff recently.
Who can you trust? Who
But,
can you have
yeah,
as
you don't really
heroes?
want to say, oh, I like this
You don't wanna
person.
really-
'cause then
yeah.
a couple of years down, they could do something awful, and you're like, oh shit, I don't
Yeah.
like them. I retract that statement from 2 years ago. So, marriage is great, right?
Yeah.
You have such a fun time where you're just absorbed in each other, and then this little wriggly thing comes in between you, and then suddenly you're
Jim.
My little Jim. My
no.
little Wrigley Jim.
I'm talking about a child.
Yes, I was going to get there. Well, I didn't. Well, I wasn't sure. I was kind of like,
When do we go there?
So you've had a child.
Yeah, man. We have a child.
Yeah. Turns out it only takes once.
Excellent, I think.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No.
No.
We've had like
What?
you know, we've done it more than once.
I thought that was the joke. Where you were like, we only did it once, and then
3
look what happened.
years.
As
Yeah,
Mark
no,
as Dad
literally,
says.
just.
So you only okay.
Yeah.
So it was a conscious choice to have a child.
Once.
No, what I mean is that you went, we should have a child, and then you had a child.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you weren't trying, and then you had a child. It just as happenstance.
Depends whether she'll listen to this or not. Darling, we love you.
Right.
We don't want her to feel like she wasn't totally wanted. Madeline, you were totally wanted.
Well, no, but yeah, that doesn't change the question.
Okay, shall I break it down?
So you planned, you were like, we should have a child.
No.
No.
Well, it came like this week where we just kind of like, just completely just alive, like really fizzing, everything was right.
Okay.
And we just thought, like, hypothetically and fairly, maybe naively, but just also, if it were to happen, it'd be the greatest thing ever. It's like, could you imagine if we actually had a kid? And then for that kind of week, we just like, okay,
Got to it like
Great.
rabbits.
No.
Okay, so
Just once.
there
As
it
in-
was.
No, but as in, like, there was just one time where there wasn't any barrier involved.
Hmm.
And that's all it takes,
Took the hood off.
people.
Yes.
Excellent. So kind of informative and a public service announcement at the same time. Nice. And then you had a little girl.
Yeah.
I still tell people about that, of being told, oh, Melissa's had her baby, and thinking that you'd had it, because I don't think I was aware of the home birth thing. Well, I also had a lot, I was very aware you were about to have a baby, but there was a lot going on with what I was doing at the time, and so it's just, oh, do you want to go see Melissa's baby? Yes, of course I want to see Melissa's baby. Oh yeah, we'll go to their house, and Jim's there and so on. And what I didn't realise is you'd had it at home about 7 hours before we arrived.
Did
I
you
think.
come?
Yeah, do you not remember?
Yeah, cool.
I don't remember much.
Okay, I'm not surprised. But yeah, so this little thing that was still very new to the world.
Oh gosh, so you were on a list of people that probably
yeah.
I told way too much to.
No. I was very aware there was a bag of medical waste in the room.
It was closed.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just out.
Yeah.
Like
we
a
actually-
hazardous
yeah.
like symbol on it as well, like biohazard.
Biohazardous waste. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
And you just have to leave it on the road as well.
like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Exactly like that, because they take it away for incineration.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice.
It's really weird.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
We literally were taking a romantic walk around the block the other day, and we saw a yellow box outside someone's house, and we were like, "Oh, we
You
know
felt
what's in
strangely
there."
nostalgic.
Yeah, we
But
did.
what if
It
you
was
didn't
weird.
know? What if it wasn't a placenta and it was something else? That was what
No,
it.
it's definitely
It'd
in
been
the box.
even weirder if
Yeah,
you
it
see like
wasn't.
Tom Cruise just kind of like scuttle down the street and just pick it out and then
Why Tom Cruise?
chuck it in his blender. Well, he like has placenta in blenders and stuff. He makes like
He's
placenta
one- yeah, he's
smoothies
one
of
for
those-
his
yeah.
eternal youth.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Sorry, Tom.
Because
We literally had to persuade your mum to
Thomas
stop
Cruise.
giving us recipes for placenta.
Yeah, man.
would
We
you
were like,
would you
"We're
have ever
not-
done it?
That was
No.
so weird. That was really weird.
Anyway, we're
It's,
getting
I mean,
caught up.
it's like, okay, it is the closest thing to cannibalism there is.
Is it?
Really.
Well,
Is it?
real cannibalism is
Well, I don't
cannibalism.
know. I mean, it goes a long way. It's like picking your nose and eating it, and then eating something that comes out of
A woman.
a woman.
Come on, Jim.
Yes,
We're all adults here
absolutely. I couldn't find
and
the word.
at home.
Vagina.
No, we're not.
Sorry, man. You're about to be sick or something. Vagina.
Well, yeah. So you have a daughter.
Yeah, and she's just sort of there in the morning, every morning at 6 in the morning, because that's when they wake up.
They,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
children.
Yeah. The other. And your life suddenly becomes not about each other, but this wriggly thing that's screaming and waking you up.
She has got more and more. I don't think.
I know what you mean.
I wouldn't have used the word ugly baby. That's not a word that I would have used at all. But she was very. I don't know how to explain it when she was in. Well, when she was newborn, she was cute because she was newborn and 7 hours old, and like everything is new. I'm so hungry. But then, yeah, she was very kind of
They don't make eye contact or anything like that, so they don't really know
snotty
about stuff like that.
and
Yeah,
lots of kind of yeah,
and they sort of just like,
and not whingy either, but kind of like needy
yeah.
and so on. But then has just got cuter and cuter and cuter and cuter the older she's got,
The
Oh,
first
yeah.
couple of weeks.
which is the way round you want it.
I don't know. I don't want to bring any boys home. Carry on.
We're just like thinking about the whole.
She's also only one.
science
She's
of,
not
like,
15 and upstairs.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? What is this?
What is
that?
Can you imagine if they came in,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing?
Nothing. Go to bed. Adult stuff. I heard
Say
Dad
hi to
say
Mexico.
vagina. Yeah, exactly.
and that kind of well. We're just like thinking about the science of breakup. I don't know whether it works the same for babies, but you know, like if you're in a relationship and then you break up, then there's supposed to be some amount of time where you like readjust compared to like the amount of time you're with that person. So if there's like 9 months in the womb, there must be like a traumatic period afterwards You're just like, what the fuck?
Oh, I imagine it's.
Yeah.
I think it's still traumatic. I think I'm still dealing with the
Yeah,
fact
no,
that I'm
yeah,
no
yeah.
longer in the womb, just being fed and swimming around.
It's
And
also
warm.
just with like their eyesight as well. Like her eyes, she couldn't focus for like 2 weeks. Babies can't focus at all. So their eyes just kind of, they look at you like really deep. And you're like, this is amazing, but they can't really see you. And her eyes were just going every which way. It's like they went not boss-eyed. What's the opposite when they go like outwards?
Okay, I
Like
have no idea.
separate from each other.
Yeah, creepy.
Like crazy, like that hyena out of like,
Yeah.
you know, Lion King or whatever. And that happened once. I was just on the stairs with her, and then suddenly her eyes just went boop, like opposite ways. I was like, oh, demon baby, and they just like came back again, and was like, whoa, and then settled. And I was like, okay, man, this is probably normal. But yeah, she was fine. But yeah, that kind of stage is like literally like, what are they seeing? Just nothing at all. You know, just totally just kind of being
Yeah.
whatever. Full stop.
Okay.
And it's fascinating now. You like when she will just chat for ages and you have no idea what she's saying.
Mm.
I'm just like, oh, if I know ear subtitles. She doesn't. It's like with Parkinson's. Someone can talk to you for ages. They won't be frustrated, but they will be making no sense. Their brain is literally like fusing together loads of words.
Parkinson's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other things, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
experienced it with Parkinson's and
Oh, okay.
not myself. And they'll just string all these words together. They won't be frustrated. They won't be realising that they're saying these words incoherently. So with babies, they don't seem frustrated that they can't tell you what they mean.
Well,
They're
they are
happy.
telling you
Yeah,
what they
exactly.
mean. It's just you don't.
I know.
You don't get it.
It's amazing.
Oh. So then, how has that changed you as a couple? Has becoming parents changed you as a couple?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You lose, like, so you have
Dad
this,
says, rolling a cigarette. Oh
you
yeah.
have this rose-tintedness of marriage, and when it's just the two of you, because you get to hide all the stuff. You get to go out separately all the time. You're just totally free and independent people in a comparison to when you become a parent. When the gloves are off, you don't get to hide who you are because you're so sleep deprived after months, and you literally you have no guys to hide behind. So the person, like the deep raw stuff, comes out and you can't hide it, and it's deep and it's dark. It's ugly.
Okay.
So then you're no longer this like amazing person. You're actually like, I'm really freaking tired.
It's kind of like the Mission Impossible fuse, you know how it's like massive when it first gets started.
Have you recently watched those films again?
No, I
Again,
haven't
Tom
actually.
Cruise and Mission Impossible. Like, it's
Not
just
at
kind
all.
of like, I think life's a lot like Mission Impossible.
Let's start paying me
Red light,
royalties.
green light. Yes, exactly.
Um,
If you hum the theme tune, I will punch you just before you reach that third
I'm
note.
just going to start singing some Limp Bizkit. It's yeah, no, Fuse is really short. Like, you know, and it kind of has gradually been like that. I heard like a Chris Valentin actually. It's another name drop for the Preacher Massive, and he was saying exactly the same thing as I was saying to somebody yesterday. How I kind of used to pride myself on patience and just being quite calm, and then first child is just kind of like whew, all of that just kind of disappears at all. So it's literally just kind of hairline. But yeah, it's kind of like working with that, realizing that, talking with each other as well, really kind of keep the communications open. Yeah, because you are kind of extenuating, or just, you know, you're kind of like, I don't know, heightened all the time. Everything's heightened, dramatic, but at the same time, you're really giving to this one little thing all the time, which is absolutely amazing. The kind of flow for it to do. So there's a kind of weird imbalance. Like 90% of the time, it's just beautiful and it's really, really good. It brings us all together. But that's just like that little 10%, which is kind of a little bit kind of like.
Yeah.
Just
It's
red
hard
raw
work.
heat.
But I think that's why parents do they give up themselves, but as long as it's equal, then they
You're
can.
recording right now.
Sorry? Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, it's good to check.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to make it
I know,
big.
can you imagine hours go by?
It's an hour and a half. It's like, oh yeah.
I was like, oh, I wouldn't tell you.
I know.
I would be like, I just kind of, yes,
The Mexicans loved it.
yes. But no, we're still good.
Okay, cool. Sorry, totally cut through.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Can't remember that important.
God, even when I'm not clicking it on and off,
I know.
I'm flicking
I
it.
know. So is the stuff that we're saying about being parents and stuff, is that like sort of standard parent stuff, or is it new to you, or is it interesting or not?
I suppose it's interesting, but it's I think that is one of the things that you can never truly understand until experiencing it. And would you say that's true as parents? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or you could understand it and empathise with it. But yeah,
I think just like being young and single, just kind of getting off with like parents and stuff. If they just kind of like blow up for no reason, if you just like, I don't know. I've had like a few experiences just like where kind of parents either kind of take kind of moral high ground or something, or you just see them acting strangely, like maybe kind of towards you if you're just, I don't know, being a kid and being a bit of a dick. And it's just like, what is wrong with these people? And then suddenly you just kind of realise it's like, oh yeah, parents are kind of a different beast. They just got their own stuff going on, and you really can't mess with it. So.
but also, how awkward is it to be? Well, I suppose you can like, you've crossed that line now. You know what it was like to be a child, and now you know what it's like to be a parent.
Yeah.
How do you feel now that you've crossed that threshold?
I still feel like a kind of 12-year-old kid who's trying to work it out. Like everything.
Are you braced for these lines? You don't get me. It's not like when you were young. You don't know how I feel. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other lines.
Oh, just the general vibe that they think you're just not cool and never lived. That sex wasn't fun back in your day, and you know all that sort of stuff.
Did you talk about that with your parents?
Well, they were virgins when they married.
Okay.
So that's cool, but as in like
All the V words.
But you just assume that like your parents are sort of you just
Amorphous.
Yeah, you just sort of
Just
assume.
sort of spawned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You assume like.
My mum doesn't drink, and I saw a photo of her drinking, and I was like, "Oh my god, where is this from?"
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just like,
I know.
The same as well, like my dad, he just hardly drinks at all. He just has half a pint and then he's asleep. And seeing a picture of him like when him and mum first met, and he's blatantly hammered. Like, that's amazing. He just like,
can I just say I called it with one simple. Do you still have that Polaroid of the two of you together where you have the handlebar?
yeah,
Mustache.
that's next to our bed.
Because I saw the Polaroid after it came out and was looking at it, and I was like, I know what kind of photo that is. That's the photo of, when did Dad have a mustache like that?
I've had one every single year since.
Okay.
And that was the first year of the handlebar in November.
And I wanted to bring that up without freaking Jim out, because you're not even together like November, so not long. Like literally.
Yeah, it was
weeks.
in the month.
Yeah.
This is one of the things where I was like, how
But I just want to say,
did you get with me when I was looking my worst? He's still into me.
I had a mustache recently.
Did you?
Just on its own. Have you seen that?
No.
No, I'll show you a picture of that
Oh,
after. But it didn't last long because of being told the mustache really needs to go.
So there is a lady.
Here we go. This is exactly where my mind was going as well. You've interviewed us so far, and so yes. So
Who you been kissing?
Go on, Jim.
yeah, who have you been kissing?
I'm like saying, who you been snogging round the bark shed?
Yes, I have a girlfriend.
Excellent.
Are you going to say her name? Is she going to last long? Shadrach.
No, I laughed because you said, "Is she going to last long?"
Well, you might not want her name to be on this podcast if she's not going to last long.
The power is in your hands. You can edit.
But as in, like, you've got like you'll have a whole back
Use your words.
catalogue. Yeah,
Oh, I have a back
catalogue of podcasts.
Okay.
So this is like it's a moment in time.
Yeah. No, she didn't like the mustache, and so
Is she the girl in your profile picture?
yeah.
I like her.
Good. Also, the beard then had to go. I think it was a ploy. I think she didn't like any of the facial hair. She's like, well, the
I
beard,
can't stand.
the beard
facial
can go
hair.
first. And then, but you put up with it every now and again.
I like the side bends, and I like Movember is for a good cause.
Month.
If I have a clean shave, she also doesn't like that because she says I look like a mole.
Very fine line.
This is very exactly.
Yeah.
I want you scruffy. Well, she's Northern Irish, so that's hence why there's this voice. I was like, I want you scruffy and like that. But now you're raking the balls off it. Now you're just messy. I don't like that.
So
Clean shave. What is that? I don't like that. You look like a mole. Okay, great, excellent.
So mole badgers too much.
Yeah, I'll show you. Should I quickly before Jim leaves to smoke?
No, I'm not leaving anyway, man.
Are you gonna go and smoke
the
and then?
toilet?
Oh, okay. Well, you
That's
go
okay.
and then I'll. Oh yeah.
What does she do?
She's on my course.
Oh.
Are you actually going to interrogate me about this now? Because I'm cool with that. Again, I can edit.
Is she the gymnast?
Yes.
Oh, she is a gymnast. Thank goodness for that.
Why?
Well, because if I said is she the gymnast and you didn't
I
edit
go,
that out, and she heard it.
No.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of someone else. Yeah, she's got very fluty hair, hasn't she?
I suppose you've been Facebook stalking.
I only saw. Which one's her?
No, she's not in this one. I'm pointing at my beard.
Why? Oh right. What's with the bandage?
Oh, I was dressed as Van Gogh for a ginger
yeah.
party.
Oh, that's funny. Good work.
You clearly find it hilarious. Oh yeah, great. Nice.
That's so funny. No, there was another picture that I saw on your Facebook. It was a black and white photo.
Oh yeah.
So she's an Irish like pixie
Gymnast. Yeah.
That
That's the one.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
floaty hair.
Okay.
She does look Irish. Who's that guy?
That's Lee. I look like a mole, apparently.
Who's Lee?
Lee is another guy on my course.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he's good fun.
You put him in quite a lot of your photos, so you must like him.
Do I?
Well, as in, like, he's in quite a lot of your photos. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is that the end of your interrogation?
Alright.
What does it need to... no, whatever. I'm clearly so relaxed about this, as you can tell. No, it's cool. Yeah. Irish, gymnast. Was a gymnast. Currently studying acting.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a spy.
You... very, everything... I have a corner in her room where my stuff is allowed to go. And if I misbehave, I lose the corner privilege and my stuff has to stay outside in the hallway.
Wow, man, she's serious.
Yep.
Have you ever lost your corner privilege?
Yeah, oh yeah. So I've gone downstairs to make tea, come back up, and my stuff is being removed.
Why?
Various, I mean, sometimes I abuse my corner privilege and stuff kind of spreads
Wardrobe.
a little bit. Yeah, but I'm not allowed to put clothes in the wardrobe.
No, wardrobe.
What do you mean?
As in, you're making the floor a wardrobe.
But I'm not allowed to put my clothes in the wardrobe.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like I have wardrobe space and I've gone, yeah.
Oh, right,
The
okay.
floor.
Yeah.
I have a corner on the
So
floor
it's a swamp.
in the room
Yeah.
that I'm allowed some things.
I have
Yeah.
a swamp.
Well, I prohibited the swamp.
Yeah.
I did. It's for its own good. You wouldn't believe what I'd find in there.
So the two good stories that I think you will appreciate
Yeah.
are, the first one was I was on my laptop doing something, probably editing a podcast, and that's not a we activity, that's a Dom activity. So, the best of times it can be temperamental if I'm doing that when, and then all of a sudden it was like, can I ask you something? And I was like, oh, this is a trick. You don't normally ask to ask, you just ask. I was like, yes. Which looks better? And then she picked up her pajamas. She was like that, and she just threw them on the bed. Or scribbled up. Or like this. And she folded them up. Put them up. And I was like, yeah. You do this guy. I was like, this is a trap. This is a trap. The second way? Yes. That's why I left them like that to begin with. I was like, okay. Interesting.
Feisty one you are. She is.
And then the other time was she was listening to music really loudly while she was working, and I was working in her room as well. I can't really do that. And her room has like a little ensuite bathroom. Can you see where the story is going?
I can.
So I was like, oh, I've had the best idea anyone has ever had ever. I won't ask Shannon to turn her music down. We don't ask Shannon to turn her music down. That wouldn't have gone well. I will go and sit in the bathroom where I won't hear as much. That won't be weird. I didn't even sit on the toilet. I like sat on the floor in the corner, like screwed up with the light off, just working like I'm a genius. God, I'm so good at relationships and not causing awkwardness and acting weird. And then about 20 minutes later, the door flies open and the light comes on. And it's just like, what on earth are you doing? I had no answer. Just on the floor, kind of like.
So, can we ask you the same question that you asked us earlier about, like, dominance in relationships?
Oh,
Just from there's a couple of stories that you just told me.
okay. What would be your general vibe?
Well, you know, obviously it's different that you're living in two separate places, and it's a pad, and maybe you would rather choose to kind of work in the dark and
In a small space.
A small space, but
But then the icing on the cake was me then coming out and being like, "Can you turn the?" Much later, I was like, "Can you turn the music down?" I don't know. When you go work in the bathroom, okay. Yeah, I think she's pretty dominant.
I like her. She
But that
sounds
doesn't.
good.
That's not like. I think she's just very forward, which is good. You know where you stand. She's always honest.
yeah.
There's no game playing. It is just
Yeah.
kind of what it
See?
is.
That's what you have with me. I literally can't stay mad for more than 2 seconds. I'm really rubbish at it. So I then have to implement it in other different ways.
She can stay mad.
Can she?
Oh, the new word huffing. It's a really nice word. So you don't
It's whistled.
you don't say like, oh, I'm angry at you. You just go, oh, I'm huffing, like, and that's quite a fun like. So it can be serious, but could also be, no, I'm huffing now. Like, I think that's a positive use of communication. Because if you say, I'm angry at you, or you made me angry, or you pissed me off, that's quite inflammatory, whereas I'm huffing. The other new word, which is a word exclusively for me, is fussling.
Fussling.
Which is a mix of fussing and rustling.
Yeah. It's like faffing.
Yeah.
Faffing,
Yeah.
but fussling.
Yeah.
Do that a lot.
Yeah, I like that.
You can't, like, just going back to the angry thing as well, you can't, like, say to somebody, you make me angry. Like, the anger's already there.
Yeah.
They just triggered it. So, you know, I think that's a good thing you got going on. I'm just huffing.
Yeah.
I'm just angry. You can even say that. So, yeah. Side note.
But when you say I'm huffing, you have to say, but I love you and I'm here for you. And tomorrow, when I'm not huffing, we can talk about this. But I prefer if you keep it brief. Because that's important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That's one major thing that we've learned, isn't it? Fine, you don't want to talk about it now because you want to sleep because it's midnight. And I'm angry and you're tired. But tomorrow you have to talk about it.
I'm getting better at it.
Conversations are the worst.
I don't take blame very well. Nothing is my fault. We've discovered.
Is it?
No,
But are you
nothing is my fault.
successful in making things other people's fault?
I don't know. It's not my... So, yeah. So at first I thought, that's bullshit. That's not true. And then over time I've been like, oh, yeah, no. Like, it's never my fault, is it? Like, yeah. So that's good.
I know.
In holding the mirror up to yourself.
For sure.
Or, yeah, no, I'm not wrong. Rather than it being my fault either. I'm never wrong.
So you don't apologise much?
No, but getting better at that. Because it's way easier to just apologise and mean it than it is to just argue for 2 hours and then feel slightly better about it.
And also it's good to...
Or feel no better about it, but
it-
just rake the crap out of it.
Like, say sorry when you messed up, but then sometimes when someone's just pissed, say, oh, I'm sorry that you're feeling like that.
Oh, no,
No?
that doesn't, no.
Well, I guess if you're deliberately ignoring what you've done wrong,
Yeah.
but if they're just really angry or sad, say, I'm sorry I made you feel like that.
What made you feel like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you're feeling like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Good. I might write that down. I'm sorry, I made you feel that. Yeah.
Mm.
No, but there's loads of really it's nice stuff rather than just
Yeah.
to balance it out quickly.
Yeah.
What? What are you doing?
It's alright, man.
I'm not upset. I'm just
What is
intrigued.
that?
I just found my my temporary crown, which I used to have on this tooth.
Ah,
Yeah. But
so what's that
was just
stuff?
scraping out of it?
this is the cement which used to attach itself to my tooth.
Oh.
Sorry,
That's less
it's kind of
gross.
gross.
Yeah, I mean,
Less gross than what I thought it was when I realised what it was.
what
What
did
do you think it
of
was?
Well, I first thought it was coke, as in cocaine.
Yeah, that'd be right.
And then I thought, when you said it was your crown, I was like, oh,
Hello,
is that your
Mexico.
tooth?
It's Mexico.
And
Bristol
then you said it's
cocaine's
just a
pretty
cement,
lame.
and that's fine.
So yeah, I'm just going through it out the back door.
Okay, excellent.
Gross.
Sorry,
No, it's fine.
totally cutting in. So everyone, I have rubbish teeth. I've just had NHS dental treatment.
She's
and they give me
really good at getting presents. Really good at gifts. So I've had to up my gift.
Oh, right,
Game
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
What's the best gift she's ever got you?
No, they're all good.
You're good at getting gifts, aren't you?
But I've had to up my game. That's
Oh,
like,
right, yeah.
we had an argument once over Messenger. It wasn't really an argument, but where I'd left some stuff at her house and I was going to come and get it before going home, but then I was staying on campus with somebody else, so I messaged her being like, "Oh, don't worry, don't wait up for me. Go to bed. Like, I'll get my stuff tomorrow. Like, I won't come around and bother you." And she said, "Bother me? You think you bother me?" And I was like, "No, not what I meant. Just a turn of phrase." She was like, "Well, you better unturn your phrase."
I have that, please.
But anyway, but then we laughed and joked about that because I was like, "Why did that upset you so much?" She was like, "I don't want you to think you're like it really upsets me that you think that
Yeah.
you're an annoyance to
You're
me."
my lover, not
Yeah.
like an annoying roommate.
Yeah, exactly.
Start leaving notes for each other around the place.
Yeah. So we'd laugh about that. But then she got me a T-shirt that just said "Bother me" on the front, and "Do you think you bother me?"
That's cute.
Written on the back. So that was really nice. A really cute key ring, which is a very sweet gift. We have an octopus joke.
So she seems to be quite into you then.
She got me a picture of an octopus. Yeah, I think that's a fair description.
Oh, if you get someone a T-shirt made, it's pretty serious. What's her name? Shannon. Cool. And Irish. I like the accent.
Northern Irish.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. No, very mature.
Cool, man.
20.
Nice one. 20.
Great. Yeah, sorry. That's a
20?
bit dull for you.
Younger lady. So yeah. Interrogation's over.
Excellent.
Yeah. No, she sounds great. I can't wait to
Seal
meet
of
her.
approval?
Can Maddie meet her?
Yeah, sure.
No worries.
I
Yeah.
think you two as a married couple should sign us off.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how should we draw this to a close?
You two decide. and
So, okay, I think it'd be really good. This is what Pete Holmes does, just talking about the hardest time we've ever laughed, or just the last time we laughed, like, big time. Go from you. Hardest time you've ever laughed?
Ever?
Ever, or it could just be like a time that you remember when you just fell about laughing. And it could just be the stupidest thing ever.
I think Maddie did something hilarious the other day that just was so obscure that I just literally I peed a bit. I was laughing that much. Which, by the way, is quite easy to do after you've had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
So what was it that she did?
Cool
Um,
story.
I literally think she does so many silly things. I can't remember. Sorry. It's a sleep deprivation. But it was hilarious. What was the last time you laughed?
Last time, properly laughed. It's hard to say actually. I don't know. I can just like think about times where I've just like completely lost it. And it hasn't been for a while. I don't know. I think last time that I can really remember was going on Dave Parker's stag do. His brother Matt, and we were playing like the drinking game with weird kind of like Diet Cola budget stuff, 35p for 2
Yeah.
litres, and it was just horrible. And so as a drinking game, you just end up drinking loads of this stuff, limeade, cherryade, and there was just something kind of just clicked, where there's just like the nasty aspartame chemicals, or whatever. And Dave and Matt were like having an argument about something that happened in the game, and Matt just kind of put his arms and just like let out this screech, and he was so hard, like,
Oh,
and then
my
I
God.
didn't do anything about it at the time. But then me and Dan, just a few minutes later, after we all kind of stopped the game, just went into the next room, and just Dan's like, just put his arms and did exactly the same thing. And he just freaked out, yeah. And Dan like mimicked him basically. He was just like, "What was going on there, man?" And I just like,
because they were really arguing about it.
yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, lads, just, banter
Just
argument.
calm down.
They were actually just going.
full on sibling like unresolved conflict.
Really small. Really
Totally,
small.
and
He
it just
stole his
completely
train
blew up,
set.
and it was one of the funniest things. And just thinking about it again, I just
I
lost my
completely
mind.
forgot.
I was just stamping my
I think-
feet,
can we
gasping
just-
for air.
That whole stag do was, for me, full of those moments. It's quite bizarre.
Well, like leaving Dave without his oars.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Pushing him in as well.
Well, didn't you hoover him?
Yeah, he just got really drunk on like 2 shots of whiskey, and then like he threw up, and then getting back into the room, he had his shirt off for some reason.
Oh, we were shaving him.
And then
I
like,
shaved a
yeah.
penis into his leg.
Lord.
Do you remember?
Yeah. And he shaved a bit out of his hair as well, and he's just kind of like lying on the floor, he's like, "Meh." And then I just,
We shaved one armpit.
Dude.
and then just got Hoover and tried to like get up of the horrible hair off the floor. So the owner would be mad, and he just lay there, just kind of like, "Meh." But he was fine though.
Because we
He was
played
absolutely
poker.
fine.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
fun.
yeah. And
We also
he
pushed him
just
in
kinda,
the
like woke up again, and
freezing
then
cold.
carried on.
But we didn't even push him. It was like he was uneven because we were messing with him, and we just sort of had to poke him a tiny bit, and then Dave. So just like
Just to
a little
reset,
poke. Yes.
reset factory settings. Like,
Yes.
okay, and back in the game. So yeah, amazing. So yeah, there was that, and then just today thinking about Naked Gun and the scene with O.J. Simpson when he first goes into the ship with all the drug dealers on it, and he kicks through the door. He just legs goes through the door, and he like kind of comes in. And they just shoot the heck out of him, and he falls into a cake. And like he falls onto the wall where there's like wet paint, and he's like, "Oh no!" It's got like loads of bullet holes in him. I just thought that moment, just like take, "Oh no!" Just because he got wet paint.
And
on
him in
his
the
jacket.
Where's Wally costume the whole time. as
So
well.
funny. I just kind of just chuckled to myself. Big
Oh,
time.
all of that stag do was brilliant.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for interviewing us.
And that's it.
How about you, Dom? Hardest time you've laughed? Last time you laughed?
I don't know. I think the start of this was good. It was the last time like properly chuckling, because you both, but having the extra year and a half with you, there is that thing of with really good friends. I had this with Emily Thomas like a while ago. Like you meet up and then not a moment has passed. It's like
Yeah. Just pick up where you left
you
off.
totally just like
Yeah, it's great.
and that's brilliant. And
Mm.
yes, having that, but then also having the starting of our man time, which was just making noises at one another of kind of yeah, and the writing of the lists, I think, and the melding of the words was
Nice.
So I'm gonna go with this. Is that cheesy?
No,
Yeah, that's
fine.
cool.
But it's all been quite cheesy.
It's all good, man. Cheesy bromance.
And then you do a call to
Viva
action
Mexico.
where you say you can go to www.aimlowpro.com, soundcloud.com/aimlowproductions, @aimlowpro on Twitter, www.facebook.com/aimlowproductions for Facebook liking. And that's about it.
You're organised.
Facebook like.
Yeah, please like us on Facebook. Thousands of Mexican likes.
Shoot their guns in the air. Sorry, oh shit, no. I feel like a Top Gear presenter, sorry.
In the edit. Anyway.
I watched 3 Amigos the other day. That's why.
Okay. Bye bye.